Pass me the black and mild. I don't think I can keep doing this. Let's start with the Niners' 6 takeaways from the game on Thursday. Purdy has not lost to Seattle since being in the NFL. A kicker got a shoulder injury. The Niners can play against Count without CMC. Geno might need glasses. Debo still is a problem. And the Niners now have not blown a game in the second half. In the Falcons matchup, Big Kirko finished the NFC South Grand Tour fresh off of putting 500 yards on the Bucks. Him and the Falcons came out to Carolina to take out the trash. Low-key, I think it's time for Bryce Young to come back at quarterback. In Texas news though, after finding out Diggs was messing with Cardi B while pregnant, by the way, not only was he doing that, but now allegedly he was drugging and you know what else with a dude. That can't be my favorite receiver. My goal would never. Well, if it is true though, him and Cardi B kind of the same for real. Besides that, we're here for football. Drake May got his first start this game, and other than the 2 interceptions, he was actually balling. Joe Mixon came back after his ankle injury in September and got back to doing what he does, just a calm 102 yards and a rushing touchdown and a receiving touchdown. Nothing too crazy though. Houston won this game by 20 and it didn't look so bad in the first half for real. The Jags, fresh off their first win of the season, went to London to have DeAndre Swift and Caleb Williams put up a show on them. ETN got hurt. Jags fans are going through it first thing in the morning. As always though, Duval! Speaking on Duval though, it was no surprise seeing the Colts struggle against the Titans with them going to war against the Jags last week. But unlike that game, the Colts won and Will Levis didn't give us a mean this week. Well, why does it sound so wet? Tampa definitely had something to prove after losing last week to the Falcons in a shootout. The Saints were down a QB, so Rattler had to step in. The Saints had went up 27-24 after being down in the first, but little did they know this was the last time they would score. Baker Mayfield was on his Jameis Winston in this game, throwing for 325 yards, 4 touchdowns, and 3 picks. The Saints defense nor offense had no answers for the Buccaneers in the second half. Bucks really had to show the Saints who really runs the NFC South. Now Baker has more touchdown passes than Lamar, more yards than Josh Allen, a higher passer rating than Patrick Mahomes, and more rushing touchdowns than Bijan Robinson. I don't know, we might have to put some respect on Baker's name. Packers, Cardinals. I mean, we already know who has this one. Marvin Harrison was out due to concussion. Romeo came back for the Packs after suspension and scored not once, but twice. Jordan Love threw for 4 touchdowns and the Packers won by 20. It was a good day in Green Bay. By the way, they're 4-2 and still dead last in the NFC North. This is getting out of hand. The Eagles barely snuck by the Browns, who are now 1-5, and their own crowd was booing them. I would too if my team was struggling to beat a team that was only scoring field goals and blocked one of our field goals for a touchdown too. The Eagles offense is actually too good to be getting stopped like this by the Browns of all teams. In the Chargers game, the Chargers were quick to get as many points as possible due to the Broncos holding every team to less than 20 and damn near less than 10 in some games, other than the Seahawks. But all that scoring stopped after halftime with them only scoring a field goal in the second half, and the Broncos went to work coming back, but Bo Nix can't do it all. Bro led in rushing and passing. I almost didn't even want to watch the Steelers game because it's a top 10 team rushing and a top 10 in most rushing yards against team playing against each other. Who would have thought Najee Harris and Justin Fields would turn into prime Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson? They pulled the belt out and won 32-13. Imagine, you're about to eat Sunday dinner. You turn the TV on and watch your favorite team, the Cowboys, play against the Detroit Lions with your family. You're enjoying a steak and potatoes. Got a nice cup of Minute Maid juice to the side. The game comes back on, and then this is the score. How about them Cowboys? Yeah! On Jerry Jones's birthday out of all days too. And it seemed like they were trying to score a touchdown for every decade he's lived. Had the whole team salty. Dak threw for 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Everyone had fun. The Ravens went out and got their 4th win after starting 0-2 and currently lead the NFL in rushing yards by 200 yards. The combination of Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson is just too much on the ground. It showed against the Commanders with Jaden Daniels throwing for 260 yards and 2 touchdowns, then leading them within a score, but Derrick Henry just had his way with the defense. No diddy. Giants-Bengals was the first time in my life I've seen a game where both QBs led and rushing for their teams. Well, especially when both are not known for it, and neither threw for a touchdown. But let Lamar do it. Never mind. This man Joe Burrow was out there running for his life. I give the defense in this game a 10 out of 10 though. This is the football them old heads talk about. Either ways, Bengals came out with a dub. With the Bills game, I'm not mad, I'm just a little bit disappointed. Either ways, I'm not going to do too much talking on this game other than the Bills won and Devontae reunited with Aaron Rodgers. It feels like if Kyrie and Braun got back together. Nonetheless, the top 10 now is Kansas City, Lions, Vikings, Texans, and Ravens. And with that, I'll catch you on the next one. If there even is one.